Sleep-wise, not so much. It was kind of one of those nights where you sort of like, they've won, they're going to the World Series. What's that all going to mean for the city? It's absolutely a massive occasion, and we've got a great opportunity right now to talk about the significance of that. Let's go to the man right now who's an integral part of the game. The Jays, the last time they won. That is Joe Carter, Jays legend, joining us now. Hey, Joe, great to see you. That Springer dinger last night got me thinking about you and touch 'em all, Joe. What was that moment like for you, that seventh inning, watching George Springer's at-bat?
Are you kidding me? I was more nervous watching the event unfold than I was playing in Game 6 of the World Series. Oh, yes. When you're sitting here and you can't do anything about it, I had just texted my good buddy John Smoltz in the bottom of the seventh inning, and I said, looking for a hero. And he said, well, and then Springer comes up, and I mean, George Springer, welcome to the 3-run homer club. Because it is just tremendous that something like that has transpired and happened. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was quite a nail-biter of a game right up until, the last moment when Jeff Hoffman was pitching. And, Game 7's all about pressure, Joe. As someone who's been there, what has impressed you the most about how the Jays have handled this game?
We lost Joe Carter. We'll get Joe Carter back on the line there. Clearly a bit of a hitch there. Sometimes that happens with technology. But really fascinating to hear that he was talking with John Smoltz, who was, of course, a member of the Atlanta Braves, who the Jays were facing, but they've still got this friendship, 30-plus years later. So we'll get back into that with Joe Carter as we try to reconnect with him there. But it was also interesting to hear him say, and I will say, you know this when you watch your kids playing sports. I'm watching my daughter dance, or Jack, on his scooter. I'm more nervous for him when he's competing than likely they are, because like Joe was saying, and he's connected back on the line, when you're watching, you can't do anything about it, whereas, George Springer did something about it. But Joe, you said something so interesting in that first answer there, where you said you were texting with John Smoltz, who was your opponent back in the 90s. You still got this connection, this World Series friendship there. What's that like when, retired ball players are sort of watching the series? Does this happen a lot? Like you're texting and sort of talking about what's happening now in the modern era?
Oh, yeah. You would be surprised what goes on with the play-by-play guy, the analyst. If we're watching the game, and so we're giving him insights, he's giving us insight. We're talking back and forth. And, for that to happen at that moment, I mean, we go and converse about the game the whole time. We play a lot of golf together, and it's just fun to interact because it keeps us in the game. And if we can offer any insight to Smoltzy and everybody, then we're going to do that. But, yeah, it's a lot more nerve-wracking, like I say, for me to sit there and watch it. Oh, now I know what my wife was going through, what the fans were going through, in Game 6 of the World Series, because you can't do anything about it. But, wow, what a moment for Toronto. And I'm happy because now – people, they'll still talk about the 93 World Series, but now they got a chance to go out there and talking to guys like Ernie Clement. I said, hey, the job is not finished. And I like what Vlad said last night. He said we have 4 more games, and that's what they have to focus on. Don't be happy getting there. Go there to win it.
Yeah, exactly. So what is your advice, Joe Carter, to the Blue Jays heading into their next big challenge, facing the Dodgers, a pretty incredible team? How do you think they should handle the pressure? If you were in the clubhouse partying with the boys yesterday, what would you be saying to some of the players?
Hey, there's no pressure now, Jennifer, because you've got 28 teams that are home watching you play. You go into spring training, thinking about the World Series. You have accomplished getting to the World Series. Now, this is the fun part. This is when you can go out. You don't have to worry about any more games after this. You put everything on the line. And what I love what the Blue Jays have been doing, it has been a different person almost every game. They rely on each other. They enjoy coming to the ballpark. And that chemistry they have in the clubhouse, it is just tremendous, and you can see it. I mean, guys like Ernie Clement, George Springer, the pitching staff, Snyder. I mean, these guys, they go out there and they have a lot of fun, and that's what the game is about. And now you can really sit back and have fun.
That's a great perspective
It
there.
is.
Joe, we're super tight on time. Really quick, do you still get chills watching that highlight from '93?
Your walk-off home run.
Of course. Being 65 years old, no, I still get chills. But you know what? Now, with George Springer, I get even more chills now because that was tremendous last night.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. All right. The one and only Joe Carter, 1993 and 92 World Series champ. Thanks so much for joining us. Go Jays, go.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Go Jays, go, baby.